Have you ever felt like taking care of yourself and taking care of your relationship are two almost opposing forces that you have to compromise on one or the other at different times in order to survive? And what if those two things could actually come together? Like taking care of yourself could actually become the guideline for how you take care of your relationship and take intimacy to a whole deeper level. I'm Shauna White, relationship coach for spiritually awake couples, and let's explore this topic together. So, the situation when we feel like there's this push and pull dynamic where either we're taking care of ourselves or we're taking care of the relationship. This comes about from a quality of focusing on what we think we need to do in order to get what we think we need to control. It's like um, thinking that there are certain situations that we need. It happens on both sides. It's not just us. So our partner has certain ideas about what they feel like they need to do in order to create a good feeling so that then they feel a connection with you. And you most likely have ideas of what you think you need to do, that when you do that with your partner, that it will help you to feel connected to your partner. And so the push and pull is like, well, do we do what I think we need to do today, or do we do what my partner feels like we need to do today? And so there's this compromise. Like, compromise is kind of like touted as the way that we come together for to make a relationship work, right? But in my world, where flow is the name of the game and how we connect to ourselves is how we connect to our partner, because we're not we're going deeper than the realm of situations to try to feel good. We're going into a place of feeling alignment in ourselves and supporting our partner in feeling alignment in him or herself, and letting alignment guide how we move. So alignment is self-care, but it's self-care from really feeling what feels right to us in each moment. And that when we feel like when we feel right with ourselves in how we connect with our partner, that's when we're really going to connect with our partner. That's when we're really going to have deep intimacy with our partner, and joy and freedom and spontaneity and creativity. All of these attributes come from when we feel aligned with how we're connecting with our partner, and our partner feels aligned with how they're connecting with us. So if we make a perspective shift that we let the situations take care of themselves, and we really just focus on, what feels like I guide people on how to connect with an alignment inside themselves. So if you're not sure how to do that, I can help you do that. It's something that I need your feedback. So I can't really help you with that via this sort of a format. We actually have to meet for that. But now I completely derailed what I was thinking. Excuse me. So feeling alignment, when we feel alignment, we're actually connecting with a flow of energy that's natural inside the core of our being. And that same flow of energy is natural inside the core of our partner, and anybody else on earth. All humans have the ability to connect energetically to a deeper flow that is harmonized by the energy of divine love. Now, that doesn't mean that the energy that flows through you is going to want to express the exact same way as the energy flowing through your partner. We are each unique expressions of the divine. But when we let situations take care of themselves and we focus on alignment as our guide for how we want to move, feeling rather than thinking. And it's so tricky because we have emotional reactions in responses to our thinking, right? So it's confusing. We're sorting out what feeling flow is versus feeling the current of emotion. That's another thing I help people with because it's very tricky. But when we practice alignment so that we're really feeling the flow of authenticity through the core of our being and allowing our entire being to honor that inner alignment, that creates joy and freedom inside ourselves. And then when we allow that in our partner and then share the walk of the adventure of alignment together, that is how self-care becomes the guidepost or the compass for how we actually connect with each other deeply and more intimately. And it's exciting because it actually it turns, excuse me, notifications in the background, it turns the day to day of life into an adventure because we don't actually know if we are following flow and alignment. We don't know how things are going to go. We're not going to have sex the same old way every single time. We're not going to celebrate Valentine's Day the same old way every time or according to the religion of what we think we need to do. We're going to actually feel in each moment what feels right. And so it makes life so exciting and rich because a few things go on. First of all, when you feel your way into each moment feels right because you're taking the time to feel what feels right in each moment. So that in and of itself leads to a more joyful life. But then when you do that with your partner, it's so cool because you'll find that feeling into each moment that way puts you on the same page with your partner without even talking about it. Like you'll both feel right about doing the same thing together. Not all the time, but that comes up, and it's just like so. It's so joyful to feel a quality of connection with your partner that transcends space. Like you start to feel a connection and an intimacy where you're thinking each other's thoughts. Like you can feel, it feels like that in the most joyful way. So anyway, those are my thoughts about how self-care actually becomes, in a sense, the Bible for how to connect instead of this push and pull of feeling like self-care and connection are opposed to each other. And that's what I help people with. So if you're stumped about how to do that, but you like the way it sounds and you want to talk about it and see what that could be like in your relationship, then let's schedule a call and just we'll roadmap what, so I call it flow intimacy. So we'll roadmap what flow intimacy could look like in your relationship, what the challenges are that you're facing, and how flow intimacy would help you find connection. You can say, I would suggest send me a DM if you want to have a conversation about that. And otherwise, enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.